Well, the death of Tim Russert shocked and saddened many people over the weekend. Many have spoken about his sudden death, the illness leading up to his death, and his treatment with medications and exercise. Dr. Elizabeth Vaughan is here to give us her thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning. What a tremendous loss. The news will not be as entertaining or as informative without him on Meet the Press. Initially, I thought he'd thrown a blood clot into his lungs since he died shortly after a long airplane trip from Italy. I still wonder if sludgy blood or kind of thickened blood didn't push him towards his heart attack.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he'd had coronary artery disease for some time. What tipped him over the edge right at that precise moment? Obviously, he wasn't in great shape. He was overweight, he was driven, he was red-faced, all signs that his body was not responding well to the fast-paced life he embraced. Look at the last 24 hours of his life. A long plane trip, which makes your blood kind of sludgy. Stress from jet lag. Working out that morning, which produces lots of free radicals. And probably not a really good breakfast. He died doing voiceovers for the Sunday show. One more source of significant stress. I suspect these in combination are why he developed the clot that caused the heart attack when that plaque ruptured in his coronary arteries.
His doctor said that his coronary heart disease, diabetes, and cholesterol were all under control with medications and exercise.
And that's not enough. What caused the disease was still getting worse in the background. This combination of diagnoses was caused by his genes running slam into his lifestyle. Medications don't fix lifestyle, and they don't fix genes. This month, I write about a man with coronary heart disease in Natural Triad magazine who had an irregular heartbeat. He could have treated it with drugs just like Tim Russert did, but we determined that he had mercury toxicity. Genes and environment cause the disease. Getting rid of the mercury got rid of his abnormal heartbeat and should decrease his risk of having heart attacks in the future. With Mr. Russert, his numbers may have looked great on paper. Cholesterol, blood pressure, hemoglobin A1C, whatever were controlled. That doesn't change the fact that the underlying processes that were causing his accelerated aging were still going on. Changes in lifestyles could have helped.
But some say maybe asking a lot. He was in a high-pressure job, deadline after deadline, be here, be there, be everywhere, 3 places at one time, something that he loved.
And he loved it. You're absolutely right. But his body was letting him know that he needed to make some changes. Look at the man on TV. I found it interesting that his doctor didn't mention his diet, didn't mention fish oil, didn't mention antioxidants as part of his treatment. Don't hear me criticizing him. It's tough when a patient dies, especially a high celebrity patient. But I wasn't surprised after I got over the shock of his death.
Do you think the medications are a waste of money then?
Oh no, absolutely not. But they have to be used in combination with lifestyle changes, which include a healthy diet, avoiding tobacco, regular exercise, stress management, and increasingly eliminating toxins that are in our bodies and taking the right supplements that are needed, especially if you're already diagnosed with heart disease. Just forging ahead and relying on the drugs is naive at best and being in denial at worst. Hopefully, his death will be a wake-up call for lots of people.
Don't look at me. We're in high-stress jobs.
Well, we all are, but there are things that we can do to better handle the stress.
All right, thanks, Dr. Vaughan. You can read her article in the June edition of Natural Triad magazine, and our Your Turn lines are open up for you to talk with Dr. Vaughan and ask her questions about your family's health in just a few minutes.